I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's a filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy merch.
For the Oaken steak, Black Dahlia murder, we are in business, ladies and gents. Go!
Boy.
driven, baby. Woo! Let it scream, let it scream.
All right. Do you like them?
What's
this
your
band?
problem? Black Dahlia, I love
Oh, I'm smiling because
I love Black Dahlia Murder. I love them. Love them, love them.
Treva Land said, Sori is so sweet. If she was a vampire, she would suck honey. LOL. And I said, you're wrong. Vin would be from my first victim.
Victim. Hey, chill. Chill. These are reflexes. These are reflexes.
You're going to have to let me to your neck.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that at all.
Just a little
All I gotta do is
taste.
stay black and die. Leave me alone.
Okay.
This was very, 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 very guitar driven, man. And you know me, I like that guitar shit. I love the guitar shit.
I had a feeling you were going to like it.
They had good variation as well, between, the high strings, the E strings, and all that. They just, we talked about rhyming yesterday. They rhymed very well with their sound. It was just great. I loved it. It was really, really good. How could you not like that song?
No. I liked it, but it's not like it's no Peter Steele. I like Typo a lot. I like the vibe, the feel it gives.
Oh my gosh.
The energy. I'm like, where's Benny anyway? Oh, here you are. Hi.
Yeah, it's good to be your second thought.
No, I'm saying if I'm like out and about or whatever and I hear Typo, I immediately think
you think of me. Oh, that's so sweet.
I do.
That's good.
I think of biting your neck.
That's good.
Okay, I definitely think that this, you know how, like, you see the coffin opens up and there's a vampire inside?
Yeah.
I think that that's what's going on here. Encased in shadow, so silently I've slept, dreaming of the day my needs haphazardly are met. Do you feel that way sometimes?
No comment.
Oh. I recall an ancient time when I did rule this land, but by this God-forsaken spell, the life I'd known was stripped right from these hands. So I'm not actually really familiar with, like, the vampire story.
Lore. Yeah.
So I just know, like, a little bit from what I saw on that show we watched. What was it? The one you always say I'm obsessed with the guy, and I really wasn't. But
Twilight.
With
the guy when the sun was hitting him and his chest was all sparkly and shit.
Yeah, I mean, babe, he's like a child to me. I mean, ridiculous. But anyway, that's really the only thoughts I have on it. I mean, I liked that series. I'd watch it again. But yeah, I'm not really familiar with the whole storyline. So I don't know if he's talking about, like, is there something along with vampires that there was a spell that was put on them that made it so that way they weren't ruling anymore? That I don't know. And I'm not sure. Are you familiar with vampire stuff?
Yeah,
mildly. So if anybody can have some input, put that in the comment section here.
It's ironic because he's silently sleeping, dreaming of the day, which of course the vampires can't have any parts of the day.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
It's death. I'm bound, nailed to the ground, stabbed through the heart. Your only tender human part.
Right.
Good
the only
Lord.
tender human part.
Removal from my breast, the killing Oaken stake.
When this curse is broken and these yellowed bones regenerate again, so I don't know if they keep coming back. When this coffin steams so foul, glowing with crimson light, inhuman sweat shall stain the silk. Yeah.
Jesus.
As death returns to life. No pity for the fool. It's fangs to he who stirs my slumber, quenching an olden thirst to rise again unencumbered. So he's coming back. Eventually, he assumes he's going to come back. And when he does, whoever it is that unfortunately opens his casket is going to be his first victim.
Try to take a spot. I'll live again, an incubus in human skin, buried in time and dust, a most harrowed secret kept. Older than memory, though history I've crept. Hidden the ancient world where vampires ruled lands, but by man's dreadful mortal schemes, they've captured us in a purgatory dance.
Yeah, because he's kind of trapped there. He's not, like, completely gone. He's trapped inside this coffin. Right? I'm assuming that's what it is. In death I've bound, nailed to the ground, stabbed through the heart. He already went through that part. So, yeah, I mean, to me it seems like this probably has to do with the vampire story, which I'm not super familiar with.
Really?
Like I said, I don't know.
Not at
Is there
all,
some
like-
curse?
Yeah,
You know, with the
I don't
coffin?
know.
Like, none of that was in that show series.
I'm like looking at the side here to see if people got any good intel for your brother.
Oh, in Anne Rice's books, if vampires are old enough, they can walk in the day.
Oh wow. Okay, so then you could just say he was old enough, or she was old enough, whatever. No problem.
So maybe, yeah, that's why he's talking about the day. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Okay, fine.
Delaney, that's so funny. Zoe said in the car, she was like, I like the sound of your voice with those teeth in there. I can't stand it. That somebody was saying they like
Well,
it too.
didn't
So
she have
funny.
kind of like a lisp herself?
Yeah, she does kind of,
I
yeah.
think there's some kind of...
Okay, so Vlad is saying that Twilight is a sacrilege to vampire lore, which I could kind of see that because it seems like sort of like this
Wait, what?
that Twilight, the Twilight series is just not it's a sacrilege to like actual vampire storylines.
A sacrilege?
Well, can't you see that? Like they presented it like
I mean, he can't
got the-
go in the sun. I
yeah,
mean,
but
well,
but
actually,
he's
no,
all
he
like
was out in the
shiny and
daytime.
yeah.
Well, no, he was out in the daytime, wasn't he? At
No,
school?
I think he kind of stayed in the shadow. No, he
No,
didn't.
when
He
she
did,
took, he
yeah.
took off his shirt and the sun hit him.
Yeah, but I thought he was in the.
He was all
I thought he was in the
sparkly.
forest though.
So?
Well, yeah, not day. Like I thought it was no direct sun. As long as they're in the shadow, they're okay.
I don't know, because I feel like the whole thing with him going there, like, was...
Yeah, I
It
can't.
was the
It's
sun
been
directly
so many
on him,
years.
but it was shining on. It made his body all sparkly and shit.
Yeah, it was just coming through the trees.
So
yeah,
I don't know about
think.
sacrilege, but if I was a vampire, like if I was the committed vamp, you know what's funny? It's like we
Yeah,
had a
I
crew,
feel like I'd
we
have
had
a problem with that.
We had a crew. We had a crew in New York City that you saw that picture with Reef and them. Mm-hmm. So we had a crew in Manhattan, and they were like legit. They were vampires. They like drink each other's blood. They get surgery for that, and they go to town on each other. Like that shit was no joke. I had a girl take me there one time, and because we were on the outskirts because we had just like discovered metal, and so we were trying to hook up with metalheads. But of course, you know what I'm saying. So
Oh, yeah.
Because one girl who listened to a lot of that type of music was like, "Oh, come down here." So we went down there on 14th Street. It's literally 14. It's Greenwich Village, like the Village. If you hear of like Greenwich Village in New York City, like it's Grand Central Station basically for the LGBT community. But within that, you had this whole strip of little stores and knickknacks or whatever, and so they hung out right there. They had this place called Shadows, and then they hung out right there. The whole crew,
Was there a lot of them? Like,
they were kind of.
I mean, I don't drinking each other's blood. I mean,
At the time, I wasn't very impressed with the number because I was always comparing them to the gangsters in the area. I'm like, oh, they're not Bloods, they're not Crips. But
I see.
when you take that away, I still think.
Uh-huh.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, they were there. But they were there, and they called themselves vamps. And I mean, obviously, I couldn't get into it. So like my friend, after like our first time hanging out there, he's like, "Yeah, we got to do this thing with the teeth thing and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Bro, like chill out, man."
You'd kind of look cool with these in, I think.
He did though. He did. He ended up doing it.
Did he look good with them? Who? Wait a minute.
You saw him. You saw it. It was that black and white picture with that. That was like surgery was done on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does he still have
about
it?
that life, huh?
You still have it?
I think they they sand it down or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty freaking ridiculous. But I'm just, falling in love with my guitar again, playing my guitar. So it's like, man, when you got songs that are just driving and the guitars being featured, I love it. And it works with the song. I love it.
Yeah.
What did you give it? I really fuck with this band heavy.
I can totally see how you do. Like for me, the typo thing is more my style, but it was still a good song. I'm still gonna go with an 8.9.
I have never met a girl that likes Kristen Stewart. So Kristen Stewart was Edward's boyfriend on Twilight. I mean girlfriend on Twilight. The main star.
Oh, don't like her?
That's Kristen Stewart. Yeah.
I did. I liked her.
Well, of course. Of course, you have to be the contrary opinion.
Yeah, I did. I liked her. And I see, well, someone had already talked negatively about her to me, and they were like, "Oh, the girl has no personality, blah 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 blah." But that was what I liked about her character. But apparently, in real life, she's like that.
You like people that are boring?
No, in the show, the person that she was.
Okay.
Like, I think what I liked
That's
about
fair.
it is that she was so bland, but he was absolutely obsessed with her. Like, she wasn't trying. She was just like, man, this is me, yo. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
And then he was like,
he
couldn't even stand how much he like. And there was so much toxic stuff inside that show, but I liked it.
Yeah, that poor guy. That guy can never get his dignity back after playing a role like that, bro.
Yeah, I know. Anytime I see him in another show, I'm like,
You
really?
took your shirt off in the middle of the woods and he's all shiny
yeah.
and shit, man. That's it. That's it. You out. Nah,
okay, 8.9 for me. What about for you?
8.9? You have no taste in music. 9.7. 9.7, bitches.
There you have it.
There you have it. 9.7. Vin out.
Sori out.
Gone.